Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is suffix 32. The suffix today is head, H-E-A-D, as a word ending. And we got three meanings and three uses for this suffix. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot. Do it right now. Let's get right to it. All right, here's the first one. Used to form words that describe someone who is a dedicated fan, especially for music. All right, and the first one is Deadhead. An excessive fan of the band Grateful Dead. Okay, and here's our example. She used to be a Deadhead and travel all over the country to catch their concerts. Yeah, well, the band is broken up now and the lead singer is dead. But I do remember this. Their fans were really excessive. Normally people wait for the band to come to their city and they try to get their tickets, but in this case their fans used to travel all around the country and try to catch all of their concerts as they were on tour. This is the type of fan this was. So they were referred to as Deadheads, I think because the band used to use some sort of a skull as kind of a symbol of their band. So that was the idea. That's why they were called Deadheads. And the name of the band, of course, was Grateful Dead. Let's continue. Metalhead, someone who is an excessive fan of heavy metal music. Okay, good. He loves all the heavy metal bands. He is a real metalhead. You know, the heavy metal music, the ones with the electric guitar, the ones that go that kind of a sound. So those people that are fans of that type of music could be called a metalhead. All right, let's continue. Second one here, used to form an insulting or derogatory term for someone too focused on an activity or possibly a drug user. We use it for drug users a lot. Someone who has another addiction. So here's the first one, Cokehead. A cocaine addict, somebody who is addicted to cocaine. He lost his job because he became a cokehead. Okay. Second one, pothead. Someone who is addicted to pot or marijuana. Okay. He is a real pothead. Every weekend he wants to do, all he wants to do is smoke pot and get stoned. Okay, let's continue. All right. Next one, chili head. All right. Someone who eats a lot of chilies or chili con carne. Okay, he is a real chili head. There is no such thing as too spicy for him. So this is the one where they're just too much into, they're kind of addicted to chili in this sort of sense. All right, let's continue. The third one here, words to form insults to mean one is stupid. Yeah, we have a lot of these, and a lot of them end in the word head. So here's the first one. In the Peanuts cartoon, remember that's the cartoon with the dog Snoopy, the cute little dog? Lucy often used to say, "You blockhead, Charlie Brown." Remember, Charlie Brown is the owner of Snoopy, so she often used to say that, if he did something that she didn't think that was that smart, she used to call him a blockhead. Okay, so that's one type. Yeah, all of them basically mean stupid. So wherever I underlined it in blue, that's the word we're looking for. It is difficult to explain anything complicated to her. She is such an airhead. Okay. Yeah, again, the idea is you're an airhead, like your brain is missing. You just have air up there. And even blockhead was kind of like the idea that your brain was just like a block of wood. You didn't really have a brain. So all of these have to do with someone not being smart, or they're all kind of words for somebody that is stupid. I would say blockhead tends to be used a little bit more for men, and airhead tends to be used a little bit more for women in general. Let's continue. He is a real pinhead. He messes up all the time. All right, so another one, pinhead. It's like your brain would be like, so if your head was that small, your brain would be, like really small too. And that was kind of a belief a long time ago that if a smaller brain is less smart, even though I think that's proven not to really be true, but still, that's the idea behind it. If we say somebody's a pinhead. What a meathead. He just doesn't get it. So again, this is the idea, like, maybe you just have chopped meat up there. Chopped meat looks a little bit like brains too. You don't have a real brain. You're a meathead. Okay. You are a real bonehead. What were you thinking? All right, again, bonehead. Again, also the idea like your brain is gone. A little bit like airhead. You just have a skull. You only have bones. Your brain is missing. So we have a lot of words that have something to do with being stupid, but often has the suffix of head. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. Hope it's clear. Hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.